Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. I first want to take some time and say thank you for 200 subscribers. Didn't know we would ever get that far. If you're new here, click that like and subscribe button. We're on the road to 300 subscribers and then 400. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers soon. If you're new here, we have a website, callingourshot.com, as well as our Twitter, @callingourshot. But we post player props, our DFS articles, 3 spreads that we like every single day with 3 articles. Check them out on our website after this video. But we're going to cover today in this video, we're going to cover my 3 favorite spreads to bet, as well as my favorite ideal DFS lineup that I'm playing tonight. You don't want to miss it. I just covered our player props in the previous video, but let's hop into some spreads. First one, Hawks -2 versus the Knicks. Yeah, I don't know why the Hawks are favored in this game. The Knicks should be favored. I'm taking the Knicks +2. The Knicks have won 7 of their last 10 games, while the Hawks on the opposite side have lost 7 of their last 10. This Knicks second unit is really the reason they're winning games. Derrick Rose and Emmanuel Quickley are playing extraordinarily well, getting the starters some must-needed time on the bench as well as a rest to get them a lead. Yeah, the Knicks are much better than the Hawks are, and they're the home team tonight. The Hawks are so up and down. They just got blown out by the Spurs a couple nights ago. The Hawks shouldn't be favored in this game. The Knicks are the better team, and they're at home. The Hawks are on the road. I'm riding with the Knicks tonight. Moving into my next pick, Nets versus the Kings. If you listen to my player props article or video a second ago, you know I'm all in on James Harden and Joe Harris tonight. So it's only right at triple down, and we're on Nets -4 against these Kings. This will be a high-scoring game, and the Kings just have not played well. They've lost 3 straight games, and James Harden and Kyrie Irving are too much for this Kings team to keep up with. The over-under is 242. Probably like the over as well. The Kings play 0 defense, and neither do the Nets. But Kevin Durant will be out, but I don't even care. If Kevin Durant were in, this probably would be 9.5 points. The Nets are still much better than the Kings are, and that's why I'm going to take them again. I think the Nets win by at least 10-plus points tonight. Kings are not very good. They're playing poorly. Also, De'Aaron Fox might not even play. If he doesn't play, I guarantee you the spread goes up a couple more points. The Kings just are not that great of a basketball team. And then my final spread before I get into my favorite DFS lineup will be Heat versus Clippers. I'm taking the under 217. Even though the Clippers have been well on the over-under this year, hitting more overs than unders, the Heat cannot score. They have barely broken 100 points. They broke it once in the last 3 games, and they scored 101. They don't shoot very well. They're still missing Dragic. And when you think about it, the Clippers could be without Paul George and or Kawhi Leonard tonight. If they're missing both of those, they will also struggle to score against this Heat defensive front. Yeah, the Heat have hit the under in 7 of their last 10 games, and that makes me think they're going to make it 8 of 11. 217 points is a lot of points for this Heat team that probably won't break 100 again tonight, and then, their defense should be able to hold the Clippers to under 120. That's why I'm locking in the under. And then we're going to roll right on into my favorite daily fantasy lineup. Last night, if you were checking out our article, we did very well. Out of 414,000 entries, we were in the top 2%. That was insanely good for our lineup. And then we're going to just roll right into this one. And at point guard, if you watch my player props, you already know I'm hard in on John Wall. Revenge game against the Washington Wizards. First game at home against the Wizards back in his old arena. I'm all in. Other point guard, TJ McConnell. And if you want to go check out my full analysis, you can go check that out at callingourshot.com. I give you full analysis, kind of why I'm picking these players. But TJ McConnell, he treated us nicely a couple nights ago with 45 fantasy points. We're going in. He's had 30-plus fantasy points in 6 of his last 7 games. Chicago already doesn't defend the point guard position well. Locking him into my lineup. James Harden, I don't need to talk about him too much more. I think he's going to have a big night again. Jordan Clarkson, quietly, 6th Man of the Year candidate, likely will win the award. He's been insanely good. Mike Conley's also been out the last 3 games, which means Clarkson has to get his, shooting every single shot, never seen a shot he didn't like. Yeah, he's going to keep filling it up. And surprisingly, he gets some assists and rebounds and even a steal or 2 there. He's great value at only 5,500. Plays a lot of minutes. And, they're going to need him to score some points to keep up tonight. That's why I'm locking him in. Joe Harris, if you watched my other video, you saw I'm in on Joe Harris. I'm also in on another Joe at the small forward position. Jingling Joe Ingles. He's been great. With Mike Conley out, he's starting playing 30-plus minutes. And he scored 20-plus fantasy points in 5 straight games. Joe Ingles is great. He's a lefty, and he just is fun to watch. He's, like I said, there's not many players on the Jazz that attempt that many shots. besides Donovan Mitchell. Rolls-Royce O'Neal refuses to shoot the ball, and that's why I got to take Joe Ingles. He's going to get it up tonight. And then at power forward, Nemanja Bjelica. I don't know how to pronounce that too well, but he's back. He missed probably over a month, and he's back. He had 34-plus fantasy points in his return a couple nights ago, and he's playing big minutes. He's only $5,000. Marvin Bagley will be out again. And so, yeah, we're going to put him in. Brooklyn, like I said, they don't play much defense. He'll likely be open on the outside exterior, launching threes from wherever he wants. He should be able to get us some good value, as well as Nerlens Noel at power forward. Mitchell Robinson is out for 4 to 6 weeks. Nerlens Noel, now the starter for the New York Knicks. He's playing against Clint Capella, who doesn't have an offensive game. Should be able to put up some rebounds and points tonight, as well as a couple blocks against this Hawks team. If he can get us 20 to 30 points, which he should be able to, that's great value at only $4,800. We picked him a couple nights ago, and he returned 25. That's lovely. He'll have a couple games during this 4 to 6 week stretch where he puts up 40-plus fantasy points. Let's see if we can get one of those tonight. And then at center, I'm going to do Joel Embiid. I assume he plays tonight. He has some beef with Rudy Gobert, and he trash-talked him because Gobert made the All-NBA team last year over him, despite Gobert not having an offensive game. He's going to take this a little personal and go at Gobert tonight. And Gobert, I love him, but he's not that great of a one-on-one defender. He's a great help defender. I don't think he can stop Embiid tonight. Heck, no one has been able to stop Embiid all year, as he's averaging almost 30 points a game. He's insanely good. I'm locking him into my lineup as he takes it a little personal against Rudy Gobert. That's my ideal fantasy lineup. Follow us on Twitter at Calling Our Shot, as well as on Instagram. Thank you again. Please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. Thank you again for 200 subscribers. It's been Austin. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.